Somebody sent me a video of a woman that's gotten laid off. And so she was basically telling you the lessons that she learned from getting laid off. I have not seen the video yet. I did watch the first maybe 20 seconds in order to make sure I wasn't being rickrolled. Her name is Taylor. So Taylor has 964 subscribers as of the recording of this video. If you like her video, because I always like to highlight content creators. I love content creators, and I love when content creators create. So I always want to make sure that I give them some love. Probably can get her over to 1,000, regardless of whether I agree with her or not. So we're going to review Taylor, see what her thoughts are about the lessons behind getting laid off. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's see what she has to say.
At the end of the day, these jobs don't really care about us. Hey, happy Sunday to you and yours. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. I was talking to with my boyfriend and like my other friends as well, is that I thank God that I have a gift. And the gift is just being creative, having a creative, outlook or resource, having a small business, just doing something. I just thank God so much that I'm creative. I was just thinking about my coworkers, bless them. I pray that whatever they go into next, like it's the one that seals the deal for them, that it's, double the salary, it's all the benefits and everything. But I was like come to a realization that none of them really have any gifts or anything outside of their main job.
I don't know how she knows that. How does she know that? How does she know what these people are doing in their own personal business?
And I think that's so important, because now in this day and age, especially in this year of 2024, like just being very digital, and there's a lot of things that can happen job-wise that you don't even necessarily have to have like a certain degree for or certain certifications. Just having a gift, like whatever that may look like for you. Like if you want to have a small business, if you're an artist, if you paint, if you enjoy, doing spoken word, if you help people with their taxes on the side, just something. I think that is the biggest learning lesson, is that you need to have a gift. And if you feel like you don't have a gift, think about the hobbies that you have. Think about the things that you enjoy doing, right? And not necessarily saying that all those things have to be something that you have to monetize, but just really think about those things, because a lot of people, they don't have a choice. They have no choice. The job market right now is not really good. Like a lot.
Let me dispel a myth really quickly. A lot of people think that their purpose has to be aligned with what they do for a living as far as their job. And that's not true. A job is simply there to provide a means for you to be able to feed yourself and keep food on the table and clothing on your back and shelter above your head. That's it. That's all it's for. It's nothing more than that. Some of us are blessed to nurture what we love to do to the point to where we don't have to work a job anymore, but that takes, in theory, years of practice. It takes dedication, and you have to have so many other things that go into that then would allow for your quote unquote gift to be manifest, right? If you are an orator, you still have to practice. You have to learn how to market yourself. You need to understand things from a business perspective. If somebody has a small business, they still need to understand taxes. If somebody is an illustrator, you still have to be able to get yourself in front of people that would ultimately give you an opportunity. And so it's not about what your gift is, because often at times I see people that are gifted and broke. I see people gifted and broke all the time. I'd rather be rich and regular than gifted and broke. I'd rather be rich and regular than gifted and broke. Because I know a lot of people that's so awesome, but every day they bumming money and every day they trying to borrow a dollar. And so your gift, respectfully, does not always translate into you making money, but that depends on your dedication, your talent, and ultimately your stick-to-itiveness. I like to say that, stick-to-itiveness into what it is that you're doing. And so I think a lot of people have this epiphany once they get laid off, because they think that translates into them ultimately starting to make money doing whatever it is that they think that their purpose is. That's not true. You should be working on what it is that you're awesome at or what you love to do while you are in that position and that job. But more importantly, The job simply exists so that you can feed yourself. You add value into the marketplace then rewards you. It's that simple. People make jobs to be more than what they really are. And I think that a lot of times that just comes with the shock and the problem of getting laid off because it's an emotional situation. They're removing resources from you. You're disrupting your daily habits. And so I get it. A lot of times they'll say, these jobs don't care about you. I didn't know that the job was ever supposed to care about us. I thought that as long as I was adding value and they seen value in what I was doing and that was supposed to translate financially, and if not, then I no longer serve a purpose. I never knew that it was personal in the first place. Yeah, it's personal to me because of the resources that I give in, but I didn't know that we were supposed to be so connected to the job to thinking that that's something that is supposed to be a part of your life, your vision board. You know what I'm saying? Like a job exists for you to get money. That's why you go to work. You trading your time for money, and then hopefully you can invest that money. And if you don't try to make sure that those resources are aligned with your lifestyle, you can then put yourself in a position where you don't have to depend on the job anymore. Simple.
People are saying they're hiring, but they go through all these different processes, job applications and interviews, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interviews. And it just takes a while to hear back from them. And then when you do hear back from them, it's just like a denial letter. But I'm just so grateful to God that I have a gift. I don't say this to brag or
What
boast.
is her gift? I don't know what her gift is.
Try to have a one up, but I say this as encouragement because getting laid off was something that I never would have
See you, Rhonda. Have a good day at work, babe.
Me, especially in the season that I'm in. It's just
have a good day at work,
very
baby.
Unpredictable. You really are never really prepared for it because.
Here's the other question that I'm asking. How come ain't none of y'all having a conversation about how the job market is and how difficult it is to get a job and y'all getting laid off and y'all not attributing that and associating that with the current administration? How come nobody is attributing to the current market with the administration that's running for president of the United States of America or the one that was a part of the administration that governed over us for the last 3.5 years? Everybody keeps saying how hard it is, how difficult it is, and all of that. And they kept telling y'all, oh, man, we adding all of these jobs. There's so many jobs available. Where? But that don't have nothing to do with her. That don't have nothing to do with her. We're going to react to her.
You think about other people going through those things and you, in your mind, you're like, oh, that can never happen to me. Or my job is good. We secure. But nothing is really secure. Like, this layoff has really opened my mind up to just so much. And don't get me wrong, there are people who absolutely love their jobs, their 9-to-5s, their corporate jobs, or whatever it may be, because it's, it's paying the bills and it's giving them an extra income on the side that they can, fund their lifestyle, which is amazing, and amazing benefits. That's great. But at the end of the day, these jobs don't really care about us. If I can be 100% transparent with you,
please,
I was not awarded a severance. The way that it went about, I'm a little triggered, as you can see, but just the way that it happened, you kind of already knew. You kind of already knew that there wasn't going to be severance. There wasn't going to be anything that could help pay. I mean, thank God I have a lot of PTO, so I was able to use that as my severance. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, use your gifts.
Again, y'all can go and check out her channel. Her name is Taylor. I think that she need a more unique name for people to be able to find her. She has 964 subs as of today. If y'all want to go and check out her channel, be sure to do so. But her name is Taylor, Tayla or Lor, Taylor. And you can go and look for her, and that's her channel.
Really, really sit here tonight or whenever you decide to watch this video. Get your notepad, get your pen or your pencil, or even if you don't got access to that, write it down in your phone. We all got iPhones, right? Write it down in your notes app. Like, what are some things that you are, that you're good at, things that you enjoy doing, things that bring you joy, like hobbies. And then if you just so happen to have a small business, like, what are your plans? Like, yes, you have your corporate 9-to-5 job, and that might be, it might be successful. That's wonderful. But if you are someone who was just like me, where I had my regular job and then I had my business on the side, but I was using my regular job to fund my business. So it's just like, think about and strategize, like, what ways can you up the ante in your small business, take it to that next level. Like, you have to be thinking about these things. And it's so crazy because you think like, oh no, we have all this time, we have all this time. We don't. We really don't have time. There's so much
I agree with her 100% with what she's saying right now. I agree with her 100% with what she's saying.
that I had planned for myself mentally, physically, spiritually. And I feel like it just kind of got a little blindsided, got a little, disrupted by this layoff. I'm also thankful that I have gifts, and I'm thankful that God is allowing me to hear these gifts and to see the vision.
What are the gifts? I'm trying to understand what the gifts are. That's my biggest thing. I'm trying to figure that apart out.
Because not everybody, that's a different discussion. Because not everybody, not only they might have the gift, right? But they could be someone who's just like not. They're just mentally not there. They're spiritually not there. They're not aligned with what God wants for you, right? So it's
Hey, shout out to the earthy people out here in these streets talking in riddles and parables.
it's just not gonna make sense.
Y'all, content creators, y'all got to be able to get y'all thoughts out. Come on, resonate with the people. Watch hour, watch times depend on it. All right, watch hour, watch times depend on it. I know we be scatterbrained and we trying to figure it out. We got to get straight to it. Get your point off. Let people know what you're there for. Get to the meat and potatoes of what you're saying, and then add the context afterwards. But it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm trying to figure it out.
Really think on that. Think about some things that you're good at or things that you truly enjoy. Like, what are your gifts? What do you enjoy doing? And if you don't have any, this is the perfect time for self-exploration to figure out what you're. For a while, I was so afraid of just even showing up on YouTube because I'm literally talking. Can my man be any louder? I'm literally talking to the camera. But like, I'm an only child. Come on, Taylor. Like, this is normal for you. That's just one of the many gifts that God has blessed me with. So you figure out your gift.
So her gift is talking to the camera on YouTube?
You figure out. That is the biggest learning lesson that I've learned with this layoff. I'm going to keep that in there. Through all of this, I've really just discovered that I love videography. I love creating
her gift is videography.
Videos that tell a story, that really make me feel like I'm in there myself,
All right, so her gift is videography. That's why she got all of the camera stands and stuff like that. Got it. So moral of the story is don't depend on a regular job and think that they care about you and that they love you and that's going to automatically translate into you just having a long-term career and working there for 30 or 40 years and you're never going to get laid off, right? That's the lesson that she's basically saying. Develop your gifts, work on your business, dedicate yourself, do some self-exploration, all of that good stuff or whatever. Listen, my advice to y'all is get the bag. Run it up, lower your lifestyle, invest in whatever it is that you got going on, get a career, don't become interdependent on anything or anyone, get multiple sources of income, and then be able to invest in yourself and then live life happily ever after you put your time in and you grind it. That's what it